Warm. Hello. So it's currently like 1:39 a.m. I've been doing dry January, so I'm not. Let's see. Got a lot of sugar, Skittles, M&Ms, but then I have sugar-free Baja Blast Zero or whatever it is. I wouldn't say that I'm like, oh, I wish I had alcohol, but I'm also not like I'm never gonna drink again. I like to know that I'm in control of any vices. That's important to me. And honestly, my biggest battle is with food, um, especially sugar. So to me, it's almost like cheating my New Year's resolution. Part of it really just being overall a little bit better every year. That's always what I'm working towards. But the probably best way to do it would be to quit eating so much sugar. So I've actually not even tried, it seems. Almost like, I don't want to say worse. I don't want to say worse, but it might be worse. So I might be shaking the camera some. This is just, I've got piles of blankets here. I just made the bed. Um, and then I was cold, so I had to get my little fleece flower blanket my mom got me for Christmas last year. So, anyways, why that matters is because it's like a big lump. It's not messy, but it's making everything all uneven. I'm pretty sure this just like is at quite the angle. Set that there. Right now I'm trying to find a good base. What am I gonna do for a base? I do like any moisturizing lip product. I collect them, and unless they get like a weird scent to them or texture, sometimes they get like gritty from my purse or pockets, whatever. I keep them for a very long time because I just see them and I want them on just for comfort. I like it, the comfort aspect of them. Chapsticks, lip balms, lip glosses, more so than lipstick. Lipstick is more like I'm getting ready to go out. It'll be a special occasion. I'll put it in a special purse or something that I've chosen for such occasion. So I do have a brand new one of these that Kevin got me for Christmas, which is good because he doesn't steal this one from me. He just uses the one with sunscreen. Because before he goes out for his runs, he makes sure he has sunscreen. And then also he has eczema. So I just like this one because it's plumping. I want to say that because it may not be like an effect that it's promising, but to me it's intensely hydrating. In a way, like sumptuous. I just feel like it does wonders for the way my makeup looks. I can't say anything for how long my makeup lasts after it because I'm really more, I just put it on for show and then take it off. And then when I wear my makeup, like say I just feel like it, or Kevin makes a big deal out of going to get Mexican or something. Sometimes he puts a dress or a dress shirt on. I'll put my makeup on. And in those cases, I just stick to what I know. I use a makeup primer, I use a setting spray, and I avoid extra moisturizer just because I'm afraid with my oily skin it's going to create a big mess and just kind of like come right off my face. But it's looking good. This was a breakout, a very persistent, deep under the skin breakout, and I finally gave up and tore at it, to be honest. I wonder if this will reach. No. This is my laptop charger. It's a little too far away. Okay, so one thing I learned, let me tell you. Okay, so this stuff, you have to shake it first, by the way, which I never understood that because when you're shaking it, it's only outside of what's already in the sprayer that's getting shaken. So technically what you're spraying on your face isn't getting shook. But unless you like spray it a bunch out first and then use it, it's really annoying on how long it takes to get the full coverage of it all over your face. And sometimes it's patchy, but because of the patchiness, I realized, and I can work on how it works, because it's like drying my skin, my makeup to my face. It feels quite permanent. So I think I'm going to keep this little number here. I'm pretty excited about it. So the last time I did my makeup, I'm pretty sure I used the Even Better foundation. So I'm just going to use the serum foundation this time. I'm not sure though. I might have used this one last time. And I did pump out way too much on my hand. So I'm going to start with one little pump this time. And then go on from there. I'm going to use my Clinique foundation brush. So if you go to like Macy's or Nordstrom, Saks Fifth Avenue, and you ask for like a makeover, sometimes you have to schedule them. Sometimes they'll sit you down. They'll sometimes offer you like free samples, especially foundation, like a 10-day supply. Make sure you're looking at their brushes. If you are bold enough, you should be. Ask them if they've been cleaned and how they clean them, because some people just don't. Think of all the work settings you've been in and all those chores that people, just coworkers, neglect. Unfortunately, one of them is cleaning the makeup brushes. You just watch their practices, like how they put makeup on. Like the eyeshadow. We sanitize the eyeshadow with alcohol. We take a tissue, rub it into the product, and then use it from the tissue. Or we make what we call ghosts. So you have like a cotton ball and you put a tissue over the cotton ball just so it has a little bit more plush. That way, your customer is getting the most hygienic experience possible. And I mean, even then, you're taking a risk. I mean, think of all of the precautions that we went through for COVID-19, and many of them aren't practiced at all anymore. Spreading illness is always a factor, and you should always be wary of how your environment is taking care of you. Make sure you're taking care of you. Ask those questions. I, for one, am more curious. I don't know. I feel like I'm less likely to say something if, say, she had the makeup brush and put it directly on the eyeshadow. I don't think I'd say anything, but I would just remember it, you know? Oh. And then also be sure that you know the real rules. Because I know a lot of the people that worked at the cosmetic counters would lie. Like they would say that you would have to pay for the consultation or you'd have to buy a minimum amount of products, and that's not true in most cases. And even I've seen managers lie just for the consultants and then later just tell them that they can't do that anymore. So, probably your best bet is to contact the company instead of like the at the store level, because they tend to get cliquey and less worried about rules and regulations than they are about the customers coming in. Yeah, so the way my makeup sits when I use the e.l.f. priming spray and finishing spray, it's prime and finish apparently, um, it definitely dries a lot faster. So I have to work faster, and then when I work back to an area, like add more makeup that's already dry, it's kind of hard to blend too, which is only a good thing. Like I have to learn to work with it, but I mean, you know it's working, and that's really cool. You can definitely tell I'm getting even paler because it's winter, so we're in January. This is January 12th right now, and my skin is so pale. Anyways, I'm gonna bronze it up though. Use a paper towel, I guess. Okay. That's pretty. It's definitely a very different effect than the Even Better foundation. The serum is a lot thinner on my skin, but I feel like it provides the same amount of coverage. The flaws that you're going to see are more visible. It's just a lot less light deflecting, it's a lot less plumping situation going on. So why would I choose it? More of the no makeup look, I guess. Also, it's better for my skin, it's more breathable. Um, just overall healthier choice. So bronzer with my bronzing brush, just loading it up. Swirl in here. Tap off excess. I always tap off excess with like the brushes facing up like this. That way the product's going back into the brush instead of all over the room. Sometimes you can like tap off the excess onto the product. Say you have like a lot already loaded onto the brush and you actually want to take the excess off of the brush right over the palette. So that way it's there for the next time you go for a powder grab or whatever. When I'm doing my bronzer, I do that 3 thing, your forehead into your cheek, along your jawline. Mostly, I always start with my cheeks first. My key areas where I want that sun-kissed glow tends to be my forehead and my cheeks. And then I just kind of breeze over everywhere else to get more of that even look. So it's not so prominent. And I always work it down onto my neck too, just for a nice even look. So that's okay. It's fine. I have been having a very hard time with concealer lately. I put concealer on and I feel like it's like making my under eyes look more sunken in and more translucent. So, and the more adding more product makes it look even worse. I've no idea how I'm gonna get through that. They don't sell line smoothing concealer by Clinique anymore, and that was my favorite. And I have yet to try their new one. So it's kind of a big investment, and I have plenty of concealers to play with. I guess it's just like trying to get used to it. The last thing I did is I boosted a lot of moisturizer under my eyes, trying to make it look more it was weird. It looked translucent, and then because it looked so translucent, it was looking purple, and then you could tell I had piled the makeup on there. I don't know why. That's maybe that will help. I don't know if I've just gotten louder to you or anything, but I do know I've recorded with my computer on mute before, and apparently it muted my mic, so none of the sound transpired. Okay, so what have we got here? I'm thinking like Valentine's Day, looking online for dresses, shoes, things like that, but it's too early for that. And I'm also like, am I gonna show you guys a Valentine's Day look or just kind of like do my own thing? Do you want to do a red lip though? So I'm gonna do a red lip with the Ariana Grande REM Beauty lip liner that I have. I can't remember what it's called right now, but I'm pretty sure it's in one of my makeup bags. Here, hiding. In Reverb. Reverb Nation is a music site where you can hook up with people nearby instead of like a dating site and play music together. Start a gig, play the drums, play the guitar, what have you. It's pretty neat. I think it's pretty cool. Alright, so when I line my lips, I usually put like a gloss on first. I'm going to kind of blend this into the edges too. I don't want it to be too severe. And this is going to help make it go on less like a crayon, waxy, skipping, etc. It's going to be more smooth. And luckily for me, it's not true for everyone. Around my lips, it's still my lips. There's like this colorless area. I don't know if it's lucky because if it was colored, I wouldn't need to color it, but I like to match my lip liner to my lipstick. It's just easy to trace, I think. And I pretty much always go for a natural lip line. I don't usually overline. Um, Sometimes I'll play with contour and highlight. So I'll outline my lips with a contour and on my Cupid's bow put some highlight maybe just for more of like a plumping effect. I'm not sure if it works. I just play around because other people do. Okay. So it's very harsh because of how dark it is. Where the heck is my lid? I was playing with it and I was going to put it on the back of this and it didn't work. Here it is. And I've already discovered that the lipstick is not dark enough to conceal it. So I'm going to use my concealer brush. It's the closest thing I have to a lip brush by Clinique. And I'm just going to go over and try to blend and pull it in to my lips. Like down. And blend it out. What are you doing there? We're going to be going for a walk, so he's getting ready, usually around after 3 a.m. Sometimes like closer to midnight too. I go walking after midnight. It's a very old song. Okay. Awesome. This is a palette that my son picked out for me. Everybody that I've ever met that's tried to like schmooze me always says my eyes look like sunflowers. I don't know if you can see that in there. Probably not. You probably just see like the ring light reflecting in my eyes. It's like brown, green, and then yellow. Like an ugly color of yellow in my eyes. I want to say gold, but it's definitely not. Are you alright over there? He's trying to itch his ear, so he keeps going in a circle and like reattempting the angle. He's not doing so hot. Okay. So I'm going to try to do, this is going to go on nice and easy. It's Attention by R.E.M. Beauty, Ariana Grande. It's going to come off though because of this gloss. So I'm just kind of take a little bit of it off. Let's see. Maybe I'm just going to brush it on. My vision, I fear, is getting worse. For my last appointment, my vision hadn't changed. So they booked my appointment out, I think 2 or 3 years instead of 1. Oh. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just noticing it more. I'm definitely more prone to rely on my glasses, though. And there's so much glare on my glasses. I'm like, maybe I should invest in those expensive anti-glare. They are so expensive. That line is so severe. I think it's pretty. We'll stick with it. There is a magnet in here. Honestly, I'm not sure if I like the slim line lipsticks. I understand you can be more detailed with them. I might get lipstick on my teeth. I apologize in advance. But I'm always more afraid I'm gonna break it is my issue. Like, it's too delicate. I can be more detailed with it, but also I'm like, ugh, am I gonna break it? I'll put that over here. I'm gonna try to do something now. This and this, maybe. No. I was gonna try to pat it on my lips, but maybe it'll work like, do you know those Color Stay lipsticks that last for literally ever? That like CoverGirl, they're kind of cheap, but you put them on, and then the other side was a balm for comfort, and they're just super matte, and they lasted forever. Yeah. I'm thinking that will happen. It tastes very chemically. I wouldn't suggest um, ingesting. I'm gonna put some lip balm on probably too. Let's do some eyeshadow. Everyone was going with glitters, like intense glitters lately. I'm speaking of all of the beauty gurus that I follow on Instagram and also YouTube. I like this side better. It just looks more intense. It could be the lighting though. Yeah, because there's like another light bulb coming at me, so it just might look brighter because of the light. Alright, let's get another brush. Do this one maybe. Get that excess off. I love gold. Gold eyeshadow, so beautiful. Okay, eyeliner. There it is, the very bottom. Okay, I follow this one YouTuber, Hannah Louise Poston. Anyways, she is also a writer, and her issue, she's a redhead, is she gets brown and it always looks too black. I avoid brown because it doesn't look black enough. It's not dark enough. Like they have black and then they have blackest black. I would choose the one that's called blackest black over black. Okay, I don't know if that's better or not. Okay, it's plugged in, but it's not charging. When it does that, and then it gives me this notification, it goes plugged in, not charging, because it's usually charging. It's very weird. Anyway. So, that's the eyeshadow. I definitely do need my eyeliner. Maybe some highlight up here. When you're in the business to sell makeup, you have a tendency to use all of the different things, whether it's needed or not, just because you're so used to trying. It's like devil's advocate. You're trying to sell them everything, and then you like actually believe in your product too. So then you do it. You just don't feel satisfied until you've done it all, unfortunately. So one reason why I overdo it on makeup is because it's, to me, resonating with money. Like, yep, it's necessary. And I mean, I believed it every day. I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm getting paid because of this. I can't find anything wrong with it. So I was the annoying one that made all the sales, like over $500 in one transaction. Just scanning all of the products, and sometimes I'd miss an eyeliner or something. And instead of adding it on, I would just throw it in the bag. Like, watch them try to return it or something, and then realize that it wasn't even scanned in. I'm like, oh, whatever. But it was like, 2000 and we'll say 9, 10, and I was $19 an average an hour, especially in like the holiday season. I would be making more money because it was commission based. And I was just like, people would say that I would scalp sales or whatever they call that, poaching. And I wasn't. If they're out talking, I'm not going to go find them to help a customer. I'm obviously going to be like, hey, come with me. Sit in my chair. Let's chat. Oh. The one thing about eyeliner, though, is it definitely makes my eyes water. So I use the cream eyeliner on my waterlines, and then I use the liquid liner on my top lash line. I never use liquid liner on the bottom, maybe like experimental, those little like fake bottom lashes that people do, but I don't know, it just seems way too artificial. Yeah, so the e.l.f. setting spray and primer, I would say it makes my makeup patchy, but I think it's because I'm getting used to it. And what happens is when I put my makeup on it, it just dries right down really fast. So I've got like these patches on my face where there's no makeup, I don't know if you can see as much as I can, like especially like here. It's weird, but I think I can get used to it. And also, it probably works different with different types of makeup. So, liquid liner now. Love this stuff. So far, so good. I've had it for quite some time. And it still works like it's brand new, and I use it right over my eyeshadow. Okay. I'm still trying to find a perfect mascara. I grew up with the bright pink and fluorescent green Great Lash Mascara by Maybelline. That's what my mom always had. A little too far on this cat eye here. I still haven't done blush yet either. Or highlight. I do fig with the brush it comes with. That's always fun. I'm utilizing the product, what it has. Was another thing. I was never like gun to their head, like you have to buy. Really, I was sitting here doing nothing 5 minutes ago, and now I'm talking to you. You don't owe me any money. Like I'm just, it's just, good karma or whatever. It's not bad karma if you don't though, because all of whatever the exchange between us is happening now. But I was also really good at making the best work for the least, like if they couldn't afford it, or like making sure that they knew about the Macy's card, because you get 20% off with your first, I think it's 2 days of purchases. Sometimes it's 15, sometimes it's 20, and it doesn't come off until like, I think it's until you get the bill. So like say you called, it's going to tell you the price. But then when you get the bill in the mail, it showed the discount for those 2 days of purchases. So some people would freak out. But you could always make your payments like right in store. So it was easy. And you could always like call and talk to an actual person and not just like look at the number. I think that's good. I'm gonna ruin it all and put like concealer under my eyes. Probably put some moisturizer. I need a brush. I moved everything out of the way, and now I don't know where anything is. Splendid. He's such a crybaby. He's like sighs. He's like, we're supposed to go for a walk like an hour ago. He's a teenager. I think I had it. Okay, that's what I want. Make sure it's not dirty. Okay. And that. Oh. Here. I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's because no light's hitting it. There we go. Those tiny little touches make all the difference. Love it. Love glitter. Concealer and highlighter. And then one more layer of setting spray. I still haven't done mascara yet. Lord, this video is getting long. Okay. It's easy to do when you do it in separate little segments. Still no red on my teeth. Okay. I don't like to do that thing because I feel like I have like a patch without lipstick on it. I don't know. I've seen it done. I've done it a few times, but it's not like my go-to. So with a high impact mascara, I like to try to apply another layer while it's still setting. If you wait till it dries, it's going to be clumpier. You could also do it on top of some primer. Okay, yeah, definitely have to curl that. My lashes are pretty much like going straight. They're actually pretty well coated with the mascara, but there is no oomph at all. See this one I don't know what it is. I've tried so many different mascaras, and I feel like they all pretty much do the same thing, except for Hypnose Drama for me. I watch the people put it on, and I know it's real. I know it's not like AI or anything. And the difference, they're like sky high, like up to their eyebrows all of a sudden. They haven't even curled their lashes yet. And I'm like, nope, it's not gonna do that for I know it's not gonna do that for me. Need more water. That was way too easy. That's creepy. Okay, so this elf face spray. You have to try it. Even if just to know that it's magic because it's weird. I got mascara on my nose, a little dot. It pretty much dried up right away. I went like this and it just came off like it'd been drying down for 5 minutes. So 222. I got a little straw cap so I could be cool. Got TJ Maxx. Just kidding. It was Target. It was at the dollars. It was at the one spot. Target. I don't know why I said TJ Maxx. Because I'm crazy. Where is my highlighter? I have a few different highlighters. I think I'm going to use this one today. I don't even know what brand it is. I know I got it at an Ipsy. This is what the brand looks like now. You guys know what that is? There's no sticker on the bottom. There's the top of my cheeks, on my nose, here, a little bit here, and then blend. I just like it's kind of like a balm. Sometimes I get like a southern accent. You know, I spent 9 months not only in Missouri, but being yelled at by people from Missouri, drill sergeants. Everyone had a very thick accent. Most people were actually from Missouri. So it's just fun. It's fun. It just feels natural to me. Alright, what else? I really think that's it. Curl my lashes. Curl lash on lashes. I left the house and I didn't. Look how dirty this gets. Ew. I don't think it looks any better. Might be because my eyeshadow is so dark against my eyelashes, but I think this one came out better. Yep. Okay, setting spray and I'm done. This is so much effort in one look. And I'm not even loving it that much. So where did my spray go? Here it is. Okay. Oh, I never did concealer or boost the moisture under my eyes. I'm gonna do this anyway. Okay. Let's try that. It was this one. It's too dry. This is the Kylie one, and she's got this powder foundation too, so it's a nice powder soft finish. If you're 13 to 17 years old, Kylie Cosmetics, give it a try. It is a cream concealer. I love the color right now. It wasn't really good in the summer. It was too obvious that it was like yellow, but right now, yeah, see how it like builds? How deep and translucent? And that's after makeup. I feel like it makes a good enough difference to do it. And I don't usually set with powder. Specifically under my eyes, I do use powder, but it just makes it look so dry after. I want more blush. I always do. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use blush with a blush brush, because you know what? The blush brush does make a difference. You can use just the one that comes with it. Utilize what you can, and it's gonna be so much better than, say, Maybelline comes with, if it even comes with brushes anymore. I know my mom's did growing up. Artificial, they're plastic. This is natural bristle antibacterial hair, and it's cruelty free. Okay, so Clinique is not, it's not cruelty free. You know that some countries it's illegal to not test on animals. You have to test their products on animals. Clinique is not cruelty free, and most of it's made like in Germany, or that's the only one I can think of. That's where their eyeliners are made for sure. Italy, France, China, Japan. A lot of their skincare is made in Japan. So, anyways, it's not cruelty free. A lot of people frown upon that. I just That's just not my worry, I guess. It's because I think of the definition of cruelty to animals is just testing on them at all. Like, they don't care what process it is. Like, if no animals died or whatever, they could have. That's why they're testing it to begin with, etc. I don't know. I'm not trying to be cruel and heartless, but it's not that big of a deal to me. So I'm sorry if that's what offends you, that I use Clinique and I rave about it, but a lot of high-end makeup is not cruelty free. So, is this having a dream? Make sure you check that if it's a concern for you. You should really check first because a lot of the higher end makeups are not cruelty free. Anyways, that's all. I'm gonna probably see you again. I'm so late posting. Kevin was supposed to work an extra day. So it's like the middle of the week changed to a different day, and then I don't know. He works different schedules, so I'm working different days. Um, I'll definitely see you sometime next week. And if not, you'll definitely see some posts from me. I'm pretty active in my social media. Definitely always reachable if you want to reach out. But, anyways, thank you so much for sticking with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.